What is going on, everyone? It's Professor Pierce here, PP for short. Today, I got something a little different for you guys. I am playing with Falinks, but I am playing around him. And what I mean by that is I kind of made a couple different decks and tried to put him in the decks. And every way that I didn't like. But I was like, okay, but I still got a couple good videos out of it. So I was like, alright, I'm just going to put all of them together and I'll explain the decks as I go through and as I go through them. So that'll be what it is. I mean, you see this first one, the second one. The third one is only going to be for the end of the battle, which is just a really quick one. So you'll see that just a little bit later. I won't show you. You just got to wait till the end of the video to see it. But those are the first two, and we'll get right into this video here. So the first one, first thing, Low-Key Sleep. That's a pretty funny name. Low-Key Z. I wonder if he tells anyone his name, and he's like, oh yeah, dude, I'm Low-Key Z, or Low-Key Sleep. How do you describe that to someone? I don't know. It's just kind of interesting to think about. But this first one, we are focusing on. I don't remember which deck this is. I don't remember if this is 1 or 2. I think this is the first one. Or no. I think this is the second one. Because 2 of these battles. Oh, this is the first one. 2 of these battles is obviously going to be one of them, and then one of them is going to be the other one. So we are facing Clodsire here, which is pretty cool. You always love to see some rogue decks, and it's not even that rogue. It's pretty good. You can take people out fast. The only difference for this guy is he's gonna have a hard time trading with me because his strategy works on doing a bunch of damage and then killing me with poison, and he can only kill so many mons that way. And and it's better to kill big ones and take prize cards that way, but we have all single prize in here. So long story short, I was just trying to say it's going to be a lot harder for him to get as many prizes as he needs to get. I don't think he can take 6 of my guys out by the time he's out of resources, unless he just gets lucky. But anyway, so we got a pretty good hand here. We got our starting babies here. I would think I'm just gonna hold the hand, probably, or because I don't really want to do anything. It is funny though that he is weak to fighting types, so that is making this a little easier on us. We don't have to necessarily think about too much damage. So he does have the evolved form already. Does he have Clodsire though? Here we go. It doesn't seem like he does, but he's gonna go ahead and get up at. He's gonna go ahead and set up Arson, and then that's good for me too, because every single one of my Pokemon is that way. What is he gonna grab? He's gonna grab another Wooper. And he's going to research. Okay, so he did have something in his hand. Just didn't want to get rid of the boss, I'm sure, and the dark patch. But gotta do what you gotta do to play the game sometimes. And I'm sure he doesn't want to leave this Wooper in the active if he can't help it. I'm trying to think though, because he definitely didn't get an Ultra Ball in that hand, because he would have played it first. So I don't know what he's thinking about grabbing here. A Manaphy, that's not going to matter, because we are just solo attacking here. So the thing with Falinks, I hadn't even told you guys yet. The whole card itself does the 70 damage for 3 energy, just amazing, I know. And then if there's another Falinks on the bench, then it does 90 more. So that's not too terrible of an attack. It could definitely be worse. But Falinks has never been a good card, and they never, as far as I'm concerned, they never intend to make it a good card. But I'm doing my best to make it playable. So we don't get the Hydreigon here. So we'll go ahead and play that on here, and we'll just say F it, we ball. Give him a new hand, give us a new hand. That is kind of a really weird hand here. I think we'll just grab another Falinks. We're using, obviously, the Ralts and the Kirlia for support, and then we're using the Hydreigon for support on energy. So the Hydreigon's ability is, of course, we get the Greninja now. Obviously, it's support too. That's what I was thinking though when I was first making this deck. I was like, wow, I kind of have a lot of support in here. I might have too much. So in the next deck, I kind of bumped the support down a bunch. But once we get it up, I'll explain what it does a little bit more. It seems like he has stuff already set up here. He's got his attack up, Super Fang, and he's got his poison ready, and he's got his stadium up. So his plan of attack is really cool because he goes poison if the Clodsire has an ability, if Toxic Wetland, if there's a stadium, you can poison me. So he poisons me, and then he uses Super Fang to bring my health all the way down to 10. And then poison comes in handy, and bam, I die. So that's like just such a cool idea for a deck. So, but he's only going to take the one here. And so I'm going to send out Ralts just to stall a little bit. So I do get an Ultra Ball here, which is nice because that is what I want. To get this Hydreigon, probably. Unfortunately, we don't have the rare candy. But I could also get the Kirlia or the Gallade. I think I'm just going to keep him in the deck for right now because I want to see if I can get this rare candy off the rip. I got a lot of chances to do that here. So I will go ahead and attach, and then we will use Dendro to put this at the bottom of the deck. Draw, and we do not get it or anything that we can use. But we do get the last energy we need. The only problem is we didn't get the rare candy still. So we'll do it one more time. And we still didn't get it because I know a couple of them are at the bottom of the deck. I'm not sure if I shuffled or not. I might have not shuffled. That's why I didn't get it. I didn't even think about that. That's probably the main problem. Maybe I did shuffle. I don't know. But unfortunately, we didn't kill anything of his this turn. So he's going to be able to set up a little better now. So he's going to, I guess, I mean, doesn't have really big hand here, so I'm not really sure what he's going to do. He's just going to Iono me, which isn't the end of the world. Our hand was kind of clogged up with supporters anyway. That is not a much better hand, though, I'll tell you that much. And he is thinking. He is thinking. Okay, he's going to go ahead and Toxic us. And then attack, I presume. Yep. So we do have an attack here. We do have the kill, which is nice. So we'll go ahead and put this out and attach our energy to him, or flex energy to him. And then we're going to do this before we put Path into play. We're going to keep getting more junk we don't need. It kind of doesn't matter where I put this. I might just put it on him for later. We'll put that on here. Let's see how many we got in here. Yeah, let's go ahead and shove these back in. Excuse me. Alright, so then we'll go ahead and put Path in so he can't poison us. And we will refine this. And we will Iono them. Iono, Path. It's basically just Judge at this point. Judge and Path at this point, which is really helpful. And then we'll go ahead and hit him here. And see, now it does 160 because of my other Falinks on the bench. So 160 is not that bad. I mean, honestly, if you're not getting knocked out each turn, which is bound to happen though, if you're not getting knocked out each turn, you know, you can two-shot basically everything, except for like Duraludon. But if you're facing Duraludon with this deck, I think you're just going to lose anyway. I mean, because they're going to be running like Sharon's Care and, you know, all that nonsense that counters this anyway. It counters all this chip damage. But it doesn't seem like they have found their other Raticate yet. But it seems like that will get them their other Raticate. If that is what they want to grab, that is. And they did have the Beach Court as well to get rid of Path, so they're definitely going to run a heavy count of stadiums in that deck because you definitely need them to use the Clodsire's ability and to bump stadiums like Path, because if Path is in play, then you can't use your poison. So let's see, what did he grab here? Okay, so another energy. He's just adding 50 energy to it. I mean, I know he needs a lot of energy, but maybe he was grabbing the switch. Is what he needed, or is what he needed, but he had the Raticate, maybe. Yes. No. He's bricking, question mark. He can't draw anything. Never mind, he drew the Ultra Ball. Okay, there we go. I say that like I want him to grab it, but... Get rid of Dark Patch and Super Rod. So I feel like he probably should have just used Super Rod earlier, but whatever he has in his hand, he must really want to keep. So he's going to Wetland us, and then he's going to Super Fang. So hopefully we can get a freaking rare candy off the rip here, so we don't have to worry about it, but no. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll finally get this rare candy so I can show you guys how this thing works. So you try Howl, so you, well, first of all, I'll evolve this real quick. Try Howl, and it takes the top 3 cards of the deck. Any energy gets attached to Pokemon in any way you want, which is nice. And then the other 2 cards are discarded. So that's why it's not like super ideal, because your 2 cards are discarded, but I have a lot of stuff to get it back into the stuff to get. Bleh, I have a lot of cards to get cards back into my deck, so I'm not too worried about discarding. And that's why a lot of people don't use it, because when I saw this card come out, I was like, you know, look at the top 3 cards of your deck and attach energy from there onto your Pokemon. I was like, man, that's really good. You know, I don't, like, for a support Pokemon, I mean, it's stage 2, so I can see why people don't use it. But then I started playing it and was like, oh, it discards the other cards instead of just putting them back in the deck or putting them in your hand. And that's what makes it bad. So after using it for a while, I was like, okay, I can definitely see why people aren't using it. So I went ahead and bossed his Clodsire to kind of slow things down a little bit here, and hope he doesn't have a way to do anything while I continue to set up. So he does have another Super Rod here. Gonna Super Rod some stuff back in, because like I said, I feel like he's gonna run out of resources by the time he gets to killing us, because he only has the one more Raticate, one more attacker right now, and he just had to Super Rod the other Raticate back in, and he needs to put that Raticate down now, but yeah, I guess he did not find it. He's gonna poison us, And then he's probably just gonna have to pass. I don't see how he can do anything. Alright, so we got Dark Energy, so we'll go ahead and Howl. We got another Energy, which is nice. We'll go ahead and put that on him. More supporters down the drain is a little unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. I hope we get a switch here is what I'm looking for. I did not get it. We'll try one more time. We did not get it again. But we will add this to here and just get rid of some more cards, thin a little bit. We are not going to try Howl though, because I don't want to deck out, as funny as that would be. So we will just pass the turn here. So if he has another energy, he can just attack me with the Clodsire, or if he has another energy, he can retreat. Obviously, he needs another energy either way. Or if he has a switch or something. Let's see if he does have the switch or not. Because at this point in the game, I would prefer if he just killed me, because I don't know if I have a switch left. And I don't know if I have 3 energy to get this thing out of the active. So he's going to B-barrel. Let's see, did he grab something he needs? And the water energy in there too. That's also just for Greninja too, if you get the opportunity to attack with it. You know, just because it's a really good secondary attacker. But this deck, this first one was definitely more so of a trial run. It was trying out a lot of different things at the same time. So I was gonna be surprised if it won any games at all, or if it even held up. But it's working okay. It's working alright. Could be worse. Could be better. So it seems like they did find another energy to retreat him, but they did not get one to attack. And it really sucks. They're burning through energy here. I mean, that's 4 energy they have to use to just retreat this thing and kill me. And they already have... they already filled up their bench space too, so they didn't put another Eradicate down. So next turn, once I kill this, they're gonna have to wait a turn to kill to wait. They're going to have to wait a turn to put the Eradicate down, or Rattata down, and then evolve it into Eradicate. But they just concede because I guess they just realized they were gonna run out of. Maybe they were just out of stuff. Honestly, that's definitely what I'm thinking, because even though they were ahead in prize cards, they must have been out of stuff and realized that they could not cycle anything back through. Like, you can't throw those DTEs back in the deck or anything like that. And maybe he couldn't find his other Eradicate, and maybe he threw that away too, and he was already kind of screwed. But alright, on to this second game here. We're facing Dragon Alexis. Pretty normal name, I guess. Pretty, like, normal name for PCGT Live. Why do I... Wait, PCGTO Live, online live. I wonder if you just say live instead of online live. I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and set up here a little bit. Get another Pokemon. Throw it down, so we'll have for B-Barrel for next turn. And hopefully with that path they can't squawk and seize anything. Let's see what they got. They got an Irida. I don't know what they're running. I mean, the sleeves look like Chun-Pao, but I don't know why you would run Squawkabilly in your Chun-Pao deck. But that Palkia, oh my god, what is this nonsense? What is my man doing here? He put down Luminion and Path, and then he uses Battle Pass. Man, it's going crazy. Okay, so clearly this is just some type of like person that started with this and is using what he can use at the time being. That's what we like to call a PTCGL deck. Just when you just have what you have, and you just have what they give you, is what I'm trying to say. And you just get to play with whatever you can here. So we will Iona them here. Not much of a choice. We did get our other path, so that's nice if they get something else. We don't need that energy, which is kind of annoying. I think I'm going to grab a Mankey here. And it seems like this is going to be a little bit of slow stalling up. So from that first deck to this deck, what I did is I took out a lot of the cards that were support cards, and then I just put in B-Barrel. So I felt like that might be a little too little, but it worked okay. It was working pretty fine. I definitely think the Curlia should have stayed, or something around that should have stayed, but it's not always good too, because it's just like Greninja fodder basically. So we do have Path again, so Boom Shakalaka. So we will get rid of those two and grab a Primeape, our one Primeape, so we can evolve these and draw 5 instead of drawing 3. So that's what we like to see here. Maybe we can get a rare candy Annihilate. We don't, but it's not the end of the world. They still can't do anything here to us. They did Motivate last turn, which is pretty annoying. They have another Stadium. Holy moly. So the pass were definitely clocking this guy out of the game for a little bit though, which is nice. So oof, he's gonna boss us here. This is kind of rough. Okay, he's not gonna retreat. He's just gonna keep adding energy, which I guess is fine. Hopefully we can grab an energy here. We did not grab an energy, but we can maybe get one. We can maybe get one. So we'll do this. We will thin the deck a little bit. Put down another Falinks so we can actually do some damage here, and hopefully grab an energy. All right, cool. We got that energy. And then we will just attack. And of course, for whatever reason, the normal type is resistant. I mean, I know he's a bird, and birds are super effective against fighting, but like, he's still resistant to it, so I can't kill him. So he's just taking his time right here. He doesn't want to switch. He just wants to juice up his whole team, which I suppose is fair. I don't get much of a choice to do anything here. So we're just gonna have to attack him because psych. I just forgot I did this. So I'm just using Grant to put Grant back in my hand, and then use a couple of these more cards to draw some more. There's no real reason not to play him this turn. Just because I just want to get cards out of my hand so I can draw more cards. So draw some more cards, that's fine. And then I could have killed him before, but I didn't know that I could because I wasn't paying attention. Like I am sort of not paying attention on this part of it. Oh, and that's probably another reason he was holding off on switching out too, is because he just wanted to use the Raihan and grab his Bex Caliber here. And then he's going to Moonlight Shuriken here, and of course I already have 220s on my guys from when he attacked. So I see why he had bossed it out earlier too. Because now he can just do that, and I'm basically screwed. So he'll take some prizes here. However, I can retaliate here. Because I do have Raihan myself. Ooh, I almost put the wrong flex energy on. That would have been bad. Alright, so we'll go ahead and grab our other Annihilate here. Just checking some other energies and such. Making sure I got enough damage to kill him here, so we'll do that. We'll attach. We'll put down our other guys. No, I say no reason not to, but they had the Suicune up. But they were already going to kill us with the Suicune, so it doesn't really matter either way. So I will bonk him in the head with Rage Fist, which is criminally underrated move. Actually, really broken late game. And the good thing about it is you can kind of fully use it to your effect if you're using single cards like this, because you can... Oh my gosh, excuse me, I was like having an aneurysm while trying to say that. If you're using single prizes instead of double prizes, it's a lot easier to get them down lower into the right range to do bigger damage to him. Alright. And here we got, he's just going to come in and bonk us with the Suicune, which is fine, because we're going to go ahead and put our guy back up here. I'll see if we can get another Mankey on the field is what I want to do. We'll go ahead and set up his Falinks. Don't got too much of a choice. And then I'm just going to Chorus. And I almost Chorus, but then I realized that I probably didn't have enough damage to do it, but I still have Grant. So this time I was actually playing the game correctly, and I used Grant the first time. So I get rid of the choruses I almost used, so I can use Grant. And the only reason it wasn't killing was because of the Lake Acuity, which I thought was funny, because at first I was like really confused. I was like, why in the heck is this not working? Because I know it does 200 and 210, but I was like, oh yeah, it does less because of Lake Acuity now. So I will do that to him. Boom, shakalaka, and now I only got the one prize, so I just gotta boss something out. So this is kind of a crazy comeback, because honestly, he had so much energy on the board, he had so many mods up, but I'm coming back from nowhere. So I do need a couple extra things to win here, though. I didn't get my Mankey up, because I had to use it. Had to use my Grant instead. So maybe I can get up one of these Falinks this turn if I'm lucky enough with the pickaxe. But we don't know if that is going to be the case. So I'm just gonna have to put out the Bidoof. I'm gonna go ahead and thin. So we get the Mankey, so that's good. We did not get what we needed there, but we will attach. I was thinking about this for a little bit too, because it's like I'd rather have one on each of them, because the Annihilate only takes one energy, so I'd rather have one energy away for both of them. So if he bosses and kills the Falinks, I'll be fine with the Annihilate, or if he bosses and kills the Annihilate, I'll be good with the Falinks. So that was my thought process there. And we got a couple other good things here, and then we were just going to go ahead and pass and see what he's got here, see if he can even take us out here, because he does need another energy, which is pretty easy to get, because he can just Shivering Chill. But he's going to grab Boss. So what will he boss here is the question. Will he boss the Falinks, or will he boss the Annihilate? Because either way, because if he kills the Annihilate, then I have game with Falinks' Grant. But if he bosses the Falinks like he just did, I have it with Annihilate, which is even easier. But in his mind, I guess it makes more sense to kill the Falinks because that's what had the most energy on it anyway. And I had to have a lot in my hand at this point of the game to even use it. To get this up, to have the rare candy Annihilate and the energy. So it was kind of close. Not gonna say that it wasn't for sure, but that was a good game. Yeah, that path stall at the beginning definitely helped me set up a little bit. And there's another monkey that we had there, Manky Monkey, that we had there at the beginning that we could have used. And we'll go ahead and get into this third game here with Cutman. This is running that second deck once again. Yeah, so here we go. Looks like he's running another water deck here. Fun. I wonder what the water deck could be. I feel like it could be anything. Maybe even Chin Pao. Alright, but let's see what we got here. Maybe he's running something different. Let's see. That is a dog shit hand. Glad we mulliganed there, honestly. That is not much better, but... Oh my god, they're running Chin Pao. Holy crap. I figured it out, guys. They're running Chin Pao. Alright, but anyway. This is really good for Chin Pao just because of the prize trade. Yeah. Like you saw last time, it can be a pretty close game, though. So, grab another energy. Amazing. I wonder what we're gonna Ultra Ball away for. Grab the thingy. Alright, so grab the Bidoof, put the Bidoof down, and pass it off here. That is about all we got. So he is flexing on us with his alternative art, and I saw all those mulligan cards were alternate art as well. And he was running an Artabax too, which is interesting, the middle evolution, because you usually don't run that, so maybe he is running something a little bit differently here. So he has the turn 1 battle pass off Irida. We all love to see it. Matt, we all love to see it. I'm lying. This is me lying. I hate it. Okay. Anyway, I definitely just kidding around. Haha. Funny joke. Alright, so he does have a lot to set up though. He's got the Palkia, he's got the Baby, he's got the Greninja. He's gonna go ahead and use Conceal, and let's see what he's got. Guessing he doesn't have a lot because he already Iridied. Attach and pass. Attach Stadium and pass. Attach Stadium and pass. Let's go. Alright, so don't really get much of anything here. Hopefully we can Irida him into a bad hand. I mean, Iono him into a bad hand. So, we'll grab another monkey. We did not get Ultra Ball, which is kind of annoying because I wanted to get up B-Barrel. But we will just hope that that is enough to stop him here. A different hand and path, so he has no energy or way to attach energy or evolve or anything like that. Plus he just used his stadium card, so he is out one stadium. And most decks like this definitely aren't running like, you know, Lost Vacuum or anything like that. I mean, you could be. You could be running that for all I know. Alright, so he does have Jacques in his deck. Okay, so he's gonna run... He's running the middle evolution, like I said, which is kind of odd. But I guess that works. And he's gonna get Palkia. Can't even Star Portal. Not like you would want to for one. but apparently he wants to. He really wants to. He's going to get rid of some cards here, and he's going to put them back in his hand. Probably just has a bunch of garbage in his hand. It's the only reason I could think he would do this. Yeah, that is a lot of garbage. So I guess he could attack me for 120 and knock me out here if he wanted to. Or he could attack me for just 60. Or he could just hold the hand. Guess he's trying to weigh his options here. It seems like he is going to attack. Alright, so is he going to attack for 60 or is he going to attack for 120? Let's see here. I hope just 60. No, obviously not. So he's going to go ahead and take a prize card and kill our Falinks. Which isn't bad, but is honestly fine because it gets us one step closer to Annihilate. Put up one of our 5 monkeys. And that is the top deck we like to see, ladies and gentlemen. Because we will do this again. We get that Baxcalibur out of his hand. And we draw into nothing, which is just amazing. Go ahead and use this. Shuffle these guys back in. And pass it off, because we got nothing. Hopefully we can get a B-Barrel with this Dendra next turn. Throw this Falinks under the deck. Save it for a rainy day. Let's see what he's got, though. He's got another Chen Pao. And whatever he drew from his prizes, too, is back in the deck, too, which is nice. He's got nothing. Wow, he doesn't have energy to attach. Doesn't have another one. So we did get a B-Barrel right off that, so that's nice. We'll go ahead and B-Barrel first. Okay, we'll just attach this to Annihilate. Probably. No, I'm attaching it to the Falinks instead, because I'm going crazy. And then we'll just pass. I probably did that just so I could boost up my board a little bit, because he only needs the 1 energy to attack, so it's not like it was a misplay or anything like that. Alright, so he finally drew a supporter card. And we get a lot of energy again. What has he got? Hopefully he's got nothing. I mean, he's looking for this Skater's Park, but it doesn't seem like he has found it once again. Alright, he's going to place another energy slowly. Alright, let's go. This path is working out, to say the least. Alright, so we'll get T pickaxe for nothing. And then just pass and pass and pass and pass and pass. That is all we're going to do. That's all they're going to do. This is going to be the entire game. So fun. Alright, so they pulled another Irida out of nowhere. Presumably top deck. What will they grab? Probably Baxcalibur and I don't know, like a switch or something? Okay, oh my god. Well, they pulled the switch, but they didn't get Baxcalibur. Maybe because they already have it? Or maybe it's not in the deck? Why did they grab Palkia? Interesting. Oh, maybe they're getting rid of the Palkia. They're not getting rid of the Palkia. What the heck are they doing? Well, anyway, they got back some energy, so they can kill my Mankey now. If they feel so inclined to do so. And we do have, like I said last game, we do have 1-in-1 for energy counts. on our bench. So like the Falinks only needs one more, and our Annihilate only needs one more. So that's nice. So they're gonna switch, and they're gonna pass. Wow, this is like the weirdest Shen Pao player I have ever faced. But we're gonna hit him with the the good old draw attach energy pass. Alright, so he's gonna draw, attach energy, and attack, probably. So, this is a pretty good game. If you guys haven't seen Pokemon, this is Pokemon. It's pretty entertaining. If you like things that are as much fun as paint drawing. Alright, so we have an Ultra Ball, so we can actually play the game here. So we can grab some more things. We can evolve again, finally. And then we can also Raihan now. And I think I'm just gonna grab another... I kinda want Grant, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna grab Grant. And we will attach to this Annihilate and B-Barrel for 5. So now we're playing the game. Here we go. We can do stuff. And then we'll smack them. So there we go. So I got my other Falinks on the bench, so it's doing more damage. He can obviously just kill me this turn again, but then I can whack him again and take 2 prize cards, because he'll be down to 3 and I'll be down to 4. So it'll be pretty even. And he's got nothing still. This man has not found his Skater's Park, which is just absolutely destroying him at the moment. So now we can kind of slowly build up our Falinks on the bench while we go to attack this guy. So 210 will easily kill without the Grant. So we'll just hold the Grant right now. I kind of want to hold this hand for another Mankey next turn, so I can Ultra Ball the Chorus and whatever I get next turn away for the Mankey next turn, if that makes any sense. So then we will Rage Fist and punch him up. Maybe I'll grab a Mankey out of here. We'll grab 2 pickaxes instead, okay. That's at least good fodder for the Ultra Ball. Alright, he's gonna put out the Chien-Pao. Does he have... He has a ball. Okay, I guess he's just getting rid of stuff. Oh, he's just trying to slow me down is what he's trying to do. Or he's gonna try to get rid of my engine here. I was gonna try to get rid of my engine. I don't know. At this point, if I were him, I'm already like super set up, so I would have just waited. But that's on him. I mean, he can take that thing out any day he wants to, in my opinion. So he's down to 2, but he's about to be down even lower now. And I just drew another peak. So we will Gutsy Pickaxe and Gutsy Pickaxe. We'll grab the Mankey now, so we can hold that for next turn. And then we can just destroy him here, honestly. And then we just need one more knockout, actually. So that's what's crazy about this. It's like you can take, you know, you can take 4 KOs of my baby Pokemon here, but all I need to do is take 3 of your big mons. That's why this deck works really well against 2 prizers. So I'm not sure why he put this thing up again. I would have put up the Greninja or the Artibax, but clearly this guy is a little not here. Let's be honest. Thinking he's playing the game a little too well off of his brain cells. So that's it. Unfortunately, I mean, we just got the easy dub after that. After they got screwed for 7 turns by Path of the Peak, he's definitely gonna put some more parks in his deck. That's for sure. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching and keeping up with this. I know it's a little bit of a different video here, with a couple of different decks intertwined. I don't expect anyone to play these. That's why I I don't really expect anyone to play a lot of these decks that I play, but especially these, I don't expect anyone to play. So that's why it was kind of just like a quick overview, and then a quick overview of some of the tactics that were going on as I was playing. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Hit subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel. Subscribe to the PP Army, bro. Come on, everyone's doing it. Come on. All right, thank you. Bye.